Alright, Shalom, Akim. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to see Shalom to the elect that teaches word in all true faith and sincerity. And yeah, today, I pretty much want to tie this lesson. It's only going to get worse, you know, pretty much condition and the status of this place. It's going to get worse, man. You know, that's just like somebody that's coughing up blood. That indicates the inside of that person's body is not at ease. And that's what you see with America. This place is pretty much being torn up from the inside out. And this is how Yahweh Shema Shai is destroying this place. See, it's being destroyed. We actually witnessing it being destroyed before the icing on the cake, which is, you know, by the way, this thermonuclear war and the fire from the chariots, man. But we see that, you know, it's not going to get no much better for this place here in America, man. You know, I'm going to start off with this Jeremiah. In Jeremiah 51:8, it says, Babylon is suddenly falling and destroyed. See? Suddenly, this place fell off. You know, in the blink of an eye, this has become a third world country, man. You know, it's falling and destroyed. And the very pillars that upheld this place is being taken away. You know, that's why you had a thing called the retail apocalypse. You know, these different stores that, you know, such as Sears and JCPenney, all these different stores that upheld this place, they completely went out of business. The financial structure is being taken away. The dollars don't have that strength as it once had. You know, and pretty much on all levels, this man is taking L's, man. All the way down to him can't even producing. He can't even reproduce at a profitable rate. You know, it's more Edomites dying than being born, man. So Babylon is falling and being destroyed. It said, how for her, take balm for her pain, if so be she may be ill. See, and that's what these people are looking for, some type of remedy, you know, some type of medicine to heal this bitch, some type of ointment to ease the pain of America. You know, and that's why you got this word stimulus to stimulate, you know, that stimulus plan to try to, you know, ease the pain of this place. But guess what? You see how the Lord said, if so be, if, meaning what, at the end of the day, it's not going to be healed, man. You know, the why says we would have healed Babylon, but she is not here. No matter how much you caress this bitch, you know, and try to speak confident words into her, America is on this deathbed, and pretty much so-called white man, this system as a whole, is at its end, man. As you say, as each day goes by, the condition gets worse and worse, man. You know, it says, forsake her, and let us go every one into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the sky. So America has ran its course, man. You know, the so-called white man been in power long enough. And now we see the end of it now. It's just like you had a bad car, bad paint job, nice rims on it, but now the motor started knocking. You know, no matter how it looked good on the outside, guess what? The inside is now functioning properly. And it's going to get to a point where the car can't move no more. No matter how good it look, how bad the paint job is and everything. If that motor start working, then that car is not no more use for that car, man. And that's what we see now. We see America being torn up from the inside out. And really the so-called white man and his system, you know, is being torn from the inside out, man. So you can see that nothing's going to get better for this place, man. You know, they're just like putting stock into something that's about to crash, man. You know, you still, you know, let's just say if so-called Radio Shack was still some sort of has some sort of relevant. You know, you wouldn't put stock into it because you see it's slowly being pushed out the way, and that's what you see with this place, man. It's being moved out the way, man. See, it's about to be another kingdom set up, you know, and we see the build up to it. This third temple being built, you know, it's pretty much is moving this mountain out of the way. Matter of fact, before I get anything, before I get to Ezekiel, let's get this real quick. This mountain is being removed, man. This is St. Matthew 21 and 21. It says, Yahweh shall answer and said unto them, Verily I say unto you, if ye have not faith and doubt not, ye shall not only do this which is done to the fig tree. And what was done to the fig tree? The fig tree withered away, man. It became weak and withered away, man. And that's what we see now. This place has became weak, man. It tells you that the it's like the earth languishes. The harder people of the earth do language, and that word pretty much means to become weak, or to droop, meaning what you was once erected, now you dun dun dun, you droop down. And that's what we see now, the process of this man. This man has finally became weak. His chink is in his armor now. He don't have the strength as he once had. He's become withered. It says, ye shall not only do this which is done to the fig tree, but also, if ye shall say unto this mountain, which is this government, be thou removed, and be thou cast into the sea, it shall be done. And that's what we see now. This mountain is being removed. This government, this system is now being pushed out the way, and it's by the way of this word, man. And you see, once this word go forth, things happen. The events that's being playing out on the planet Earth clearly shows that the so-called white man is being removed out of power, man. Like I said, as each day goes by, the condition of this devil is getting worse and worse. And it's going to get to the point where he's going to show you that he's the devil. He's got to come down with the sword. He's going to have to reveal himself. As you can see by the way these draconian laws, he's being revealed now. But ultimately, when you see the military in the streets, that's when you're going to know that this man is at his last end. This is like the last card he's going to have to pull. It's by the way of this military. And we see that now by the way of this vaccine being pushed out. Which they don't like to use the word mandatory, but they usually use this phrase, well, you can't do this unless, but those words proves that this vaccine is going to be mandatory, which ultimately is going to lead towards that chip. So this is Ezekiel 7, and I start at verse 5. It said, Thus said the Lord power and evil, and only evil, behold, is come. See, and that's the message. Only evil is coming, man. Only evil. It's not some good. America gonna bounce back for another 2-3 years, then it's gonna hit you again. No, man. It's nothing but hell that's coming upon this place. Only evil, man. And you see everything now. The Lord, all the prophecies are in place, man. By the way, this great famine. This famine been built up all year, man. The pestilence, these race wars, this civil war. It's been a build up all year for these things to come and fully it's been more and more intensified before it's full bloom, man. Well, I said it's not gonna tarry. But when it do come, it's not gonna tarry, man. But you see, all these plays is coming into a perfection, to its fullness, man. That's why I said only evil is coming. It's not no glimmer of hope here in this place. We at the very end of it, man. It said, "An end is come. The end is come. It watcheth for thee. Behold, it is come." Meaning what? The end is waiting on you, man. Meaning what? The end is gonna come. It's just waiting on you. It's nothing you can do to go around the end, that you can extend, your time here, man. It's a certain day. It's a certain time appointed where the truth is gonna be here, in a overwhelming fashion. It's gonna be a time appointed where that famine is gonna actually hit. It's gonna be a point of time, where that chip is gonna be mandated. It's a point of time pretty much where all hell is gonna break loose here in America, and ultimately, this place being overthrown in a violent manner by this thermonuclear war, man. But it said it watch 40, meaning what? It's a appointed day where these things are coming, man. And that's where we at, man. We in the beginning stages of those things. Of this end here, man. We're in the beginning stages of the end, man. So it's not gonna get better for this place. It's actually gonna get worse. Matter of fact, um, Second Ezra the 16th chapter, and I start at verse 18. It said, "The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come?" See, we in the beginning stage of these things. Why? Because we see the build up. We see the domino effect. What set out the famine. By the way, this Crown Royal 19, they said that, you know, a lot of crops had to be thrown away. A lot of cattle had to be put to death. Well, guess what? Those things that was pretty much uh that that was they had to be put away or died was actually meant for this time. In the winter time, you harvesting it for the winter time. So where that food gonna come from now, man? Where are these things gonna come from now, man? So we see the beginning of the sorrows and the great mourning, beginning of famine and great. It said the beginning of wars. Don't we see this World War III still blowing up, man? You got these devils teasing Iran, you know. So we see all these things are being brewing up. We see the beginning of it, man. You know, the beginning of evils, because this is going to be a time like no other, man. And that's pretty much Noah was telling the people, man. What else could Noah tell you? Noah couldn't tell you nothing else but the flood is coming. It wasn't like you was able to somehow get around that judgment, man. That's why it says that see, you couldn't ride that flood out, unless you was on that ark, because it tells you that the water exceeded the mountains. So you wasn't going to escape that judgment unless you was on the ark, man. So that's the same thing we saying now. Mass judgment is coming in a global scale, man. This is how Yahweh Shema Shai is going to visit the earth, man. This is how he once again is going to glorify his name, is by the way of this judgment that's about to be played out. It says, this verse 19 said, "Behold, see, look." See, now we see that this is actually, the word is being made manifest. That's why I said, behold, meaning what? Now is the time where you ain't just, you explain it and then we're going to leave it at that. Now you got articles, you got news clips, you got things coming out showing you, it said, "Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for a minute." See, and we seen the famine, by the way of Venezuela. That's why I said, behold, the famine. Don't you see it in Venezuela? Even in the U.S., it's pockets, of famine going on. You got food. You got people that's standing 12 hours in line for food. That means that's a light famine that's going on. But guess what? That famine is about to intensify. That's why I say it's a scourge for a minute, meaning what? It's a whip to get you right. It's pretty much set up is a standard for you to consider and change your life, man. Looking at the plagues, looking at the tribulation and anguish is set as a scourge for a minute, meaning what? Is a whipping, is a whip for you to consider, your actions and what you doing, so you won't be a part of that. It says, "But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness." See, so you see what's going on in Venezuela. You see what's going on here throughout the U.S. Like I said, by the way, these food lines. You see pretty much throughout the planet Earth is nothing but tribulation and anguish. The planet Earth is on fire right now. But Jake is not turning from their wickedness. They actually diving deeper into the hell, this pit, into America. They actually clinging on to this bitch even harder, man. It says, "But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges." See, you're not considering the things that's going throughout the planet Earth, which is actually a build-up. It's actually creeping up onto America. See, all these things you see throughout the planet Earth, these major riots, You know, even though you got these riots here in America, you know, these major protests and throughout these other countries, you know, like I said, this famine and everything that is very intensified throughout these other countries is actually going to be here more and more intensified. That's why I tell you that the place is going to come in this perfection here in this place of Babylon, man. You know, you think it's bad in Venezuela, you think it's bad in these other countries. Wait till it hit America, man. You know, it says, behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon the earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. See, and that's what these people think, that somehow, some way, the hell is not going to come to this place. Just because you can still get a 2 for 2, 3 for 3, or 4 for 4. You know, you can actually still flush your toilet. You know, you still got running water. You can cut your lights on. You can cut the heat on. You know, you think you're going to be in good case. It said, but even then shall evils grow upon earth, swore, famine, and great confusion. See? So that's pretty much what's coming upon this place, especially here in America, man. You know, it said these evils going to grow upon the earth. So you think that everything's, you know, you're going to be able to ride this vaccine out by putting your face diaper on and taking this vaccine. No, the evil's actually going to intensify, man. It's actually going to intensify. And that's what you see, that it's not going to get no much better for this place, man. It's actually going to get worse, man. And that's how bad, you know, shit has been, that the only thing we can hope for is destruction now. That's the only thing left on the plate, is we need destruction to come so things can get better, man. You know, that's how bad it has gotten, because of the wicked has been in power, man. You know, but at the end of the day, we need this so, you know, the kingdom can be established. That's why it says, through much tribulation, we shall enter into the kingdom of the Most High. And also tell you that the 7th chapter, that we had to pass this dangerous place of fall, which is America, man. You know, but at the end of the day, things are going to get worse and worse and worse until ultimately the discretion of America, which that's all the build up to it. We actually is entering into the climax and move, which is the build up to the discretion of America, because that's gonna, after that, it's gonna be all down here from now. It's gonna be the kingdom of heaven is gonna be established, man. You know, so we actually coming into the climax of the movie, you know, and we see that by the way of, you know, these evils continue to grow upon the planet Earth, man. So yeah, I just hold to edify. I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect that teach the word in all truth, faith, and sincerity. DTA, Abba Abba.